Hello from home to homestead, to the glory of God the Father. Thank God for another day. So it's a rainy day here on the homestead. I'm just doing my farm chores. Go check for eggs, and the water looks pretty low, so I'll fill that up and check for eggs. No eggs here, and the bedding looks pretty good. It's dry in there, so I'll just close that up. And I'll check the next one, and there's no eggs in here. Bedding's pretty clean, so I'll just leave it. And just checking the run, make sure that it looks intact, looks pretty good. The roof looks good. It's pretty sturdy, stable. This is the old section right here, and it's just I used what I had on the homestead to build, this chicken run, and I'm proud of it. We have to start somewhere. That's an old tarp right there that I used to keep the run pretty dry in that area. So now I'm going to take a look inside. It's pretty wet. It's a rainy day, and as you can see, there's water on the roof of the coop, on that old tarp right there, and the coop stays pretty dry, but atmosphere and rain and weather is able to get in, which is important. It keeps the run, active, because there are a lot of worms in there. Microbes, all type of things are growing in that run, because it's really a huge compost pile, and the chickens love being in there, and that's where they stay. They forage around in that run, and they have a nice dry coop on the inside, which stays dry because that chicken coop's roof is waterproof, so it stays nice and dry in their chicken coop. So I'm going to open up one of the roof doors, and I'm going to feed the chickens and also check the bedding. You see one of the chickens jump up. They like to jump up. They like to jump out too, and they like to explore. They love to free range, and something that I allow them to do. I think it's healthy for them. That chicken right there, that dark brownish one, reddish brown, she's huge. She's like the size of a turkey, but as you look inside the run, it's very wet in there. Now, if the run is wet for a day or two, that's okay. It just represents the natural way of, the earth. It rains, sometimes it's dry, sometimes it's a little moist, more than other days, But for a chicken run, when they're contained like that, it's important to keep that run dry, not soggy. I would say a day or so, 2 days, 3 days is fine. But you don't want the run to be consistently moist or wet like that, or soggy, because that's grounds for disease, and it's just not a comfortable place for a chicken, especially with their feet as well. Their feet can develop all type of sores, and when a chicken roosts, it goes on a branch usually and sits on that branch. They don't sit in or walk around in a soggy area all day long. They might go to a soggy area and scratch around, or go to the edge of a pond, and look for a small frog they could grab, or something around that pond. Different life forms love, areas with water, because that's a sustainable area. But a chicken would hang around in that wet area for a little bit, and then it would go up to higher ground where it's drier, and then come back and forth, however they feel. But here I am with one of the bags of leaves I collected from the neighborhood. I poked around on the inside to make sure there was nothing sharp in there or anything that could hurt me. But right now, the easiest thing to do is to pour, the leaf bag, pour the leaves in just like this. And the chickens, what they'll do is they'll spread it for me. I don't have to spread out the leaves. I'll just pour them in, and the chickens will spread it all throughout the run on this side of the run. And so that's what I'm doing. And this will dry out the run. Makes it's a healthier environment when the run is drier, on the drier side, or dry, and it's just better for the chickens overall. So they'll spread those leaves for me throughout the run, and it keeps the run fresh, dry. Also, I have a deep bedding is what I use when they're in the run, especially during the winter time when they're kind of, confined to that area. But, if you look at some of the shorts I made, you'll see that they get out a lot. They're going to get out a lot during the spring and the summer, especially. I'll have them out when I'm, cutting the grass or whatever I'm doing. So, or gardening, whatever I'm doing. And I let them back in whenever I finish my yard work, or whenever I finish. This chicken trying to fly up. So all right, y'all. So the chickens are going to spread that bedding for me. Remember to keep your run dry. I use leaves. I use the deep bedding method, or deep bedding, as a way to keep the run dry and sanitized and clean. And I also use that bedding when it breaks down really well. When I dig down deep into that run, the deeper I go, that compost underneath those leaves and twigs and everything is just amazing compost for my garden. So I have plenty of fertilizer in there. So it'd be great.
Yep.
All right, everybody, take care. God bless you all, and see you next time. All right, take care. God bless.